Hello, guys. We are back. The Critic Corp is back, and we're on attack. We're doing the review on the House of Dragons episode. What 4?
Or
I want to say. Yeah. 4. Yeah. My mind a little weary right now. You don't know what happened earlier, but I got my wonderful host next to me, Jordy,
Audi.
and one under me, Eric, Clarky boy.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, I want to say, as far as this episode, it was weird. It was on some weird shit. I was mind blown. I did not expect none of that. I was like,
It was a good episode.
yeah, it was a good episode. It was just they went far. They went deep, bro. They went deep this episode. I was like, what the hell?
I will say that this is the most I think this is more graphic than like Game of Thrones has been. Like this series so far.
Oh yeah, like when they went into that little Setch dungeon and everybody just getting it. I'm like, how old is she supposed to be?
She's
Isn't she supposed to be like 18 or
18
whatever?
now or
18 or
20
19.
because wasn't she 16 at the beginning of all of this?
15 or 16.
Yeah, so she should be 19 or 20 now because it's been 4 years.
Yeah, the most 20 at the most, but yeah, bro. When he Damien, he know he wasn't right. And then he pulled up on all bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm glad that he was like a good person in the end and just didn't go through with it.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously he can have, but
Like he knew that it was wrong, and even though like he wanted to get at like his brother, like he was just like,
I don't think
yeah,
that was it, boys.
bro, I don't know. I think like cause he could have had that shit. He totally could have had it. I just don't
yeah,
think like
But if
he
you
could
I
listen to
don't
the
think he could do it.
commentary at the
he
end, it was
could
more about him losing control of it because it was more of a power move than anything. But then she was so into it and down with it that he just completely cut it off and lost interest.
nah,
Yeah,
bro.
because like he easily could have had her.
He could have went to Pound Town, bro. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
there's no
bro.
question,
As
Jordy.
we as we know, she was gonna get some regardless, no matter what it took.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was
Um,
hoping she was gonna get it with Sir Christian anyway. I
she's
thought he was gonna get it in with her when they were like out on the hunt. Remember? Like and they were camping.
Hmm.
uh,
But then that boar came out of nowhere and attacked their asses.
yeah, that big ass boy, bro. And then
So yeah. Sir
that
Christian for breaking his oath, man. Respect to you, sir. Respect.
she was aroused. She was aroused. What can he say?
Dude, it gave me real big Aladdin vibes, like Jasmine, but shot almost like by Robert Eggers, the guy who does like The Northman, um, The Lighthouse, and stuff like that. Like super trippy. Because the entire time I was like wondering, is this where it's gonna happen? Because obviously I have prior knowledge of what's gonna happen and everything with some plot points, not all. So I kind of saw this coming in a way, and I was
boy, boy.
I was kind of just waiting on what episode it was going to be. I wasn't sure if it was going to be this one or not, but after last week's like preview, I was pretty certain.
I mean,
It's the Targaryens, man. You got to keep the bloodline pure.
but the weirdest part is like, so I don't know if the king was like, it wasn't that it was his niece, like, well, his brother and his daughter, but it would be like the fact that he was already married was the part that he brought up, you know? So, like, the relationship again isn't the like shocking part here. It's like people bring up the age or the whatchamacallit, like the fact that like Damien was already married. He
Yeah.
never
Bro,
said like, but that's your niece. He said she's only a girl, and he's like, no, she's a woman now. He goes, but you're already married. So it's like, okay, so like, say like Damon was single, like, what's like his main argument then? Because technically it is a Targaryen.
like you said in the dungeon, bro, you can do whatever you want. You're not. This is your life. You grab it. All right?
Almost
Mm-hmm.
like Desire had all control there in that universe for a little bit.
Oh yeah, Desire is just throwing buckets down.
Hey, lady, but let's talk about my boy Otto getting exposed, boy.
Dude, good. I'm
His
so happy
scumbag
he got
ass.
found out.
His scumbag ass. He about to try and do some slick shit next episode. I already know.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
It reminds me of
yeah,
Littlefinger.
he just dumb trying to play the role, boy. And never found out. Like, he's choosing the wrong. He's.
Well, you know, the series has
Over
been kind of like
series, you
holding
do
in
your
for a
part, I do
long
my.
time, bro.
You
I
said
think that
what?
was the problem. The series was like holding on to him out of like respect for the fact that he taught him how to be king. Why you got Dream on the screen? Get him up. Get a throne.
He's here.
What the fuck? Fuck on, bro.
It's all right. Sleepy will wake up soon. But damn, Shorty, where was I? No, the series. What was I saying, you whore?
He's saying how you messed up this in the concept.
Bro, I
He's
was
talking about Viserys
You
and
put
how
a
he
whole
was
different show
holding
on.
how he's holding on to Otto and stuff. How he's keeping him
Oh
by his
yeah,
side for
because
too
like
long.
he taught him how to be king, man.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
kept
even
him
said at
by.
the end, like he was the hand of the king for the last what, two kings? Like
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. He watched. He
because you
even
can
said
tell
it.
he was a loyal servant to the crown. Like for the most part, leading up to like when Alicent finally got married to Viserys, you can tell he was loyal to the crown, and even since then, for the most part, he is doing what he thinks is the right thing. Like not just with his
yeah,
heir or anything, but overall for the kingdom. And you can tell that even though
I don't
he
know if
has
it's
his
what's
own
right
self,
for the kingdom anymore.
you can tell since he has his own self-interest, but overall I don't see like exactly like Littlefinger. He has kind of those tendencies where he wants his own self-motivations to come to fruition, but at the same time he's not doing it blatantly, and he's still
Yeah.
trying to do what's right for the king.
He sounds kind of like how John Aaron was for Hand of the King,
Hmm.
but like he has his own motives still. Now he does, at least. He might not have it before, but ever since the old queen died, he's definitely had been plotting because he's tired of being the hand, bro. He wants the throne.
Yeah, he's been plotting on that since he sent his daughter up there to go comfort him for his wife's death, bro. Like, he trying to plot the grandson or the kid, the little baby. What's his name? The
The Aegon,
Allison child.
Aegon,
Aegon. Yeah,
yeah, because
trying to
Aegon's a
plot,
very big name in the Targaryen household. Don't forget
Hmm.
that.
The
trying
name of
to
the
plot,
conqueror.
trying to plot his whole scheme on him. This boy ain't even walking. He ain't even said some words.
I really like the scene when they're in the city and it's just Damon and Rhaenyra watching them
Mhm.
play type thing, and you're starting to see like what the what they call the low lives or whatever
Yeah,
people what they think of Rhaenyra as a queen. Um,
Yeah, the John and shit.
yeah, I will say I'm happy we're seeing more of King's Landing finally. But again, dude, like we're not seeing hardly any of Westeros. Like we've been stuck in the Red Keep or like in the throne room. Like
around
what
the
el-
throne.
there's so much of that world that like I'm just curious to see what it was like beforehand. Now I'm just not sure. Like if they're gonna show it this season or if we're just gonna stay like in the Red Keep still. Like what was their budget for this one? I'm kind of like curious.
it was like 125 million,
Was it more than the Game of Thrones budget? Or
about the
if it was
same.
more, then I'm hoping that we would see like more things.
I mean, we're still not even halfway through the season.
Yeah, but we saw so much of like Westeros at this point, bro. Like I'm gonna
But
keep
on
tying it
smaller
back to
set,
like what we saw.
on way smaller sets.
They showed they showed that little
Correct.
cut. And then,
Because
But
we've
oh,
like,
already seen a battle. We've seen quite a bit, and we haven't even gotten to like what's
we
going to be like
have.
modern time per the story. This is still like the introduction, and not even the 10 years
I
into the
guess that's
future yet.
fair. But like at the end, like there's only 9 episodes,
10.
10 episodes.
no,
All right.
10.
So at
Yeah, we got
episode
plenty of time.
five, at episode five it jumps in, or at episode six it jumps 10 years. Episode
Halfway.
six.
Yeah,
Episode 6.
halfway through. So
All right.
do any of
So
us
see,
think
then at
there?
the end though, that's way too late. I still think for me to like get a full grasp on like the universe that they're in. I want more like world building, I guess. That's all.
I guess for me,
We just got a little bit in this episode.
I guess for me, since this is kind of a different story, we don't have to like go all the way to um, Winterfell or anything personally. Um, but I kind of do like how they're keeping it a little bit closer and a smaller story, since it is just about the royal family, the House of the Dragon. So they're not bouncing um, like the Lannisters or anything. Like in Game of Thrones, you had all the different houses in play.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
you
this
had them
will
on
be
like the travel through too.
So I do think this will be a little bit of a smaller scale story, but it's
It's
going to
not
be
like Lord of the Rings
original.
where they just hopping and hopping and hopping.
Yeah, I'm not expecting them to do that at all, but I don't know, man. I was expecting to see more of King's Landing. Like, even though we saw some of it in this, again, we only saw a brief part of it, and it was at night. Like, we don't really know what the city looks like, and I don't know. That to me is still like a letdown.
I
That's
mean,
all.
we're still only 5 episodes or 4 episodes in, and it's still the flashback, technically, what it would be. And we haven't gotten to the
So,
Civil War or anything, so we haven't gone to see like the three different factions and the different armies that come. But I'm really excited to see where this goes. I loved this episode. It did give me a lot of Aladdin vibes with like Jasmine sneaking out of the palace. What else? I did like the Otto Hightower getting kicked out because I feel like it's gonna make for an interesting last episode in this time period.
Mm,
Um, I'm really excited to see where this goes after the 10-year jump. Like, what's gonna have happened in that 10 years?
yeah, and
Uh,
how they're gonna end it for them having another season.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have probably a few more seasons, to be honest.
Yeah, so where are they gonna? You, they won't end it with Rhaenyra dying, I don't think. Because then if they do, it'll just be what happens to the Targaryens after. But
They can't.
I mean,
They
it's
can't
a
end like that.
Targaryen civil war, so all three sides are Targaryen.
They can't end
Yeah, I
like
know.
stupid as hell.
Hmm.
Mm,
I don't know. Do you guys think she drank the Plan B tea at the end, by the way? Because I don't think she drank it.
nah.
I can't
I
comment.
feel like Sir Christian's baby will be the son that she has.
I can't comment because
That's all I'm gonna say.
I already know who she has children with, so I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one.
How do you already know?
It was in the Fire and Blood book.
Oh, you read that one?
I had the audiobook of that one.
Mm.
That one's sweet. If you can download Audible, you get one free book and you can just listen to it like a podcast. Dude, it's like a history book and it just goes through the Targaryen history. It's really good.
I'll have to try it out.
And there are
We're not sponsored by them, by the way, people. So
because
don't think
there
we
are
are.
slight differences between what they're telling in this because it's like a maester wrote it and like the book, but this one's the actual like in life happenings of it. So it doesn't get like a game of telephone.
Well, I'll have to check it out then. I got some free time on my hands now, Might as well start an audiobook.
Might as well, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I like where this episode still went. All right, like I said, I like more of King's Landing being shown. I like the dynamic that they're giving and that relationship that they finally showed the chemistry between Rhaenyra and Daemon. That was really awesome. But then, like you saw Rhaenyra just now, she's just full on a woman and needed to get her jollies out. So,
Yeah.
Sir Christian.
Got exposed to the life. Got
But
exposed.
one thing
This
I
is
will
me
say that
looking at you in your dream right now, Toke.
like
In my dream. Fuck on, bro.
anyway, back to the show, people.
Oh.
I think Lady Allison is like her character development so far has been really interesting.
It almost
And
reminds
I
me of
like sticking
Sansa,
with her.
where I didn't like her at first, but I grew to actually appreciate her.
Like
Yeah.
Sansa?
hmm
Yeah.
But
Like
obviously, Sansa had a like way longer story.
huge bigger presence though
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Allison,
So
all she really is trying to do is help. She ain't like fucking trying to
yeah, but she's
sabotage.
trying to be like a mother like figure
Yeah,
now. Like she took on the queen role. I get that, but now she's like overstepping in like a mother role in some ways
I don't
too.
think so. I don't get that kind of vibe that she is.
she's just trying to help and look out.
I think she's more acting like a friend than a motherly role.
I think she's being friendly in a way, but I think she oversteps like her bounds in certain aspects, like still as being like queen. And that's probably why she don't have any friends right now. Because she's been like pulling the queen card too much.
Um,
She
I,
seduced the
I
king. She had no business being ended up with him.
I think she's gonna fucking try to over auto authority soon here, cause he's just out of control. He's doing too much just to get
I
this,
mean,
get his blood in there, bro.
Otto's
He,
out now, so he's gonna be like, it's all up to you.
you know,
You need to like shine the way or whatever. Say
Mhm.
something old timey and everything.
what, bro, it's gonna be a scum behind the scenes, you know.
We'll
So
see. Otto's not banished though. He's just not a hand of the king anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll see like where he'll end up in King's Landing next.
So I will go first with my rating because we're about to wrap this up. Um, I will give this one an A minus. I think that in terms of character building and setting the stage for what's to come, it further deepens this family dynamic that's going on between Daemon, Viserys, and Rhaenyra, as well as Lady Alicent. I feel like it's really giving a good, rich backstory to like the story that's to come, and it'll further develop their characters. I don't know. I know that was a lot of jumbo jumbo, probably repetitive shit. But I really like this one. Highlights for me, like just how they shot all the stuff in King's Landing at night. It was really cool. I feel like we haven't really seen King's Landing at night, at least like in the streets and shit. So that was really cool to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I'm gonna pass this over to Eric.
No, I'm with you. I think the score was right. I think A minus is where it's at. Um, again, I don't know how many times like I could say it too. Like I like that we finally saw more of King's Landing. Like to me, that's what I've been wanting to see. The night shot, like you said, we didn't really get like a lot of like those night scenes before, but yeah, I think it was done really well. I like seeing her run through and one of the King's Guard pass her off once he realized she was with Damon. So I thought that was really neat to see. And just like a lot of the relationships too, like you're saying. And a lot of the character building is going really strong through the season right now. Honestly, it's my favorite series that's going on currently.
Oh,
It's
he's
leagues above where Rings of Power is taking me, even though I'm like getting a ton more world building in Rings of Power. It's just we're getting way better story content with House of the Dragon.
I
They're
agree with that.
focusing on one. They're focusing on one thing instead of as opposed to here's one person here, one person there,
Yeah,
another person there. So yeah,
they have a main like family focus, and that's what I like.
yeah. But I mean, it's still dope. Power of the Rangers is still dope.
Jory, what the hell is this up here for?
I'm like, what the hell, bro?
We're about to delete your screen share opportunities.
I really abused my power.
Fire!
Yeah, you let go, guy.
I give it a solid A, bro. I like the episode. Like I said, it was on some weird kinky shit. But as far as the episode as a whole, a lot of stuff opened up and some people got exposed and some duties got, accomplished. And they're about to finally, you know, give that hair everyone wants. But
Yeah, we'll see.
they about to start fighting over her now. Oh yeah, my boy in the beginning, bro. That little kid,
Oh yeah,
he wasn't for the fun shit, bro.
the Prince of Blackwood or whatever. Yeah,
Bro,
He
that's his
was
name.
just like
He's from what? He's Prince of what?
Blackwood,
he was so tired of them getting
the House
haggled.
Blackwood. I think that was the name of the house. I could be.
That boy laid that wood, bro. He gutted that.
When I heard the slice, I was like expecting the little boy's like
You
head
know,
to be down or whatever, and I'm like, oh
Hey,
shit, here he is.
you could have gone either
bro.
way.
First scene, bro. First. I was dying, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely give this one an A. It was real good, bro, for sure. I can't wait for the next one. They're about to
Yeah.
get wild now.
But I think that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the Critic Corp again. You can find us down here or down there. Like and subscribe.
Anywhere. Click
Uh,
around for us people.
Yeah, just support the channel.
Support
We
the
have plenty of
court.
videos up.
Support the court, man.
We are doing a lot of reviews right now for like Lord of the Rings, for She-Hulk. You can look for Bahubali coming up this weekend. Yeah, we're about set. Thanks again for joining us, and that's bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Take care. Toodles.